As Raditz was hit with a special beam cannon, he would fall to the floor and begin to cough up blood. Raditz died. He lost to his weaker brother, and a Namekian. He was a low-class runt, but even this was an insult to him. However, it didn't matter. He knew the Saiyans would come and kill them both. As he bled out and died, he would go over to King Yemma. King Yemma would say, you're quite strong for Earth. I'm hesitant to do this, but I'm very busy right now, and all the serious hells are kind of clogged up. You're too weak for the serious hells, but you're too strong from Earth hell. Oh well, I'll just send you to Earth's hell. I'm sure the king there will be able to keep you in check. Raditz would say, the king? Every hell has a king. Every hell has a guardian. You are going to meet Lucifer, the king of hell, from Earth. So, good luck. Suddenly, Raditz would be transported to a new realm. His skin permanently red. His body changed. His long hair turned into feathers. As he looked around, he didn't know what exactly was going on. But then, he saw Lucifer walking towards him. Hello, sinner. I am the great Lucifer. Usually I wouldn't greet sinners like you, but I make an exception. By the way, check out this cool rubber ducky. Showing a rubber ducky that breathed fire. Raditz was shocked. As this Lucifer seemed nice and polite, he didn't seem menacing or torturous at all. Raditz expected to be tortured in hell. Raditz looked at him and said, what do you want? Well, you see, anyone with a power level above 1,000 automatically goes to a serious hell. However, even though your power level is not near this, you are the most powerful person who's died on Earth, so we want supervision with you. So that's why, even though I'm a bit reluctant, I do love my daughter, so I want you to help her out with her project to redeem sinners, to get you redeemed into heaven. Raditz would look shocked. He just got here and he's already getting a chance into heaven. He is a powerful Saiyan warrior, though. He's not some goody two-shoes. But even with all that being said, and with his pride, he still wants to get into heaven. So Raditz would agree to follow along. As Lucifer would bring him to the Hazbin hotel, Charlie would meet him. Charlie would smile, so excited. Okay, so we don't get a lot of aliens on Earth, so I am so excited to see you. How are you? Mr. Raditz, was it? Raditz would say, yeah. Well, this is your new stay at the Happy Hotel. Get comfortable. Oh, by the way, we do have to do something. She put a collar around his neck. This will stop you from raising up your ki. Since you are very strong, you could, destroy all of hell, and only my dad or me has the power to stop you. So we really got to stop that. Sorry about that. Raditz would grab it. I do have a key, though, in case of emergencies, but we won't be really needing that. This is Angel. As Charlie would show him Angel, Angel would say, so you're the big bad alien here to destroy our world. Kinky. Maybe if I'm a good boy, will you spare me, Daddy? Raditz would simply say, gross. Husker would laugh and say, that's Angel for you. As Raditz would get to know the others, he would stay there for a few days, be in trust exercises and things like that. Raditz, however, didn't really like this hotel that much. He was used to his old life, wiping out planets and destroying things. This was so boring and so idiotic. They babied him. They tried to redeem him. They treated him like a child. He hated this. More than anything, Raditz wanted out of this hotel. He didn't even care if he was in hell. He just wanted out. This friendship garbage, all of this, it made him sick to his stomach, but he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything as Angel flirted with him. As Raditz, all he had to drink was beer, that disgusting drink that Husk served. He hated beer. He didn't understand how people liked it. He tried tequila, whiskey, but no matter what drink he tried, it was always gross and disgusting. He hated that bar. As Saiyans didn't drink alcohol to forget their problems, they killed people to forget their problems, but he couldn't do that. He started to become depressed. One day, however, he was in his room as Alastor would appear. I can tell you don't like this life. I have a deal for you. Raditz would say, what kind of deal? I know where Charlie keeps that key. I could free you, but of course, if I do, you're gonna have to free me. I hate to admit this in front of people, but with such an opportunity like this, it would be foolish for me to pass it up. Besides, I am happy we can both help each other. He would extend his hand. Raditz would say, what are you offering? I am controlled by someone else. Someone else owns my soul. However, if you help me out, I can be free. All you have to do is kill the person who owns me, and you will be free forever. Of course, after I free you, you are still bounded by me after this deal, and you never want to break a deal." He would smirk as he went into his deer form. Raditz was excited. After all, no one in this hell could beat him, and he was itching for a damn fight. And even if he was owned by Radio Demon, he was used to being owned by Frieza, and it wouldn't really last that long, since he knew he could easily complete this task. Raditz would agree as he would shake Alastor's hand. He said, "Splendid. Now, you're gonna have to wait for Extermination Day. When that happens, a portal will open, and you will fly through it, and you will look for this woman. Her name is Lilith." Alastor would give the Raditz a little compass that will light up as soon as he approaches Lilith. He says, "As soon as that portal opens, fly through into heaven. You'll use your ki and powers to get through the enemies. I have no doubt you'll be able to find her. And once she's dead, I'll be free, and you'll be free too." It sounds like a win-win, don't you think? Raditz would laugh and say, "I get to fight and be free? I'm excited." Good. But for now, we have to keep that little shock collar on your neck. We can't let you get too strong now, can we? Raditz would nod. As the days passed, eventually the months would go by and Extermination Day would begin. As a portal opened up, Alastor would unlock his chain on his neck, as Raditz would fly straight through the portal. Adam would say, "What the fuck was that about? Did he just enter heaven?" He was gonna get ready to fight, but suddenly, the Radio Demon and the rest of the cannibals showed up, so Adam was pretty distracted. Raditz would go through heaven, flying at lightning speeds. He could finally fly. He could finally use his ki. Raditz felt so uplifted. He could finally do stuff. He wasn't trapped in that stupid hotel. However, he felt his soul burn as Alastor owned it. He needed to quickly free himself. He needed to quickly kill Lilith. Once Lilith was dead, Raditz can finally be free. As Raditz longed for freedom, as he longed to control his own destiny, finally, for once in his life. First it was Frieza controlling him, then Vegeta, now Charlie, and then the Radio Demon. Finally, he will be the master of his destiny. No one will control Raditz except for Raditz. However, as the scouter began to light up and glow in a glowing light, telling him where Lilith was, suddenly Sarah would show up, the top Seraphim, as she looked at him with a mean intent, as her hair began to stand up, as she summoned royal guards, angels made of gold. She said, "What are you doing here?" Raditz would say, "Simple. Get in my freedom. Now move aside before I kill you." Sarah would look at Raditz. "I know you're an alien, but you must be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. A sinner has never came up to heaven before, and much less with the balls on you. You fly straight through the gate and cause terror just to find someone and kill them. You are truly a disgusting soul and proof that redemption is impossible." As Sarah would then fly straight towards Raditz, Raditz would be surrounded by golden angels as he would pull out a holy dagger made with an angelic weapon so he can easily kill them. As Raditz began to tear through them, Sarah would hit Raditz with magic after magic, spell after spell, technique after technique. Raditz was surrounded by angels and began to get worn out. One by one, he can easily take them all. But an entire army, he couldn't do this. But then he remembered something, a secret weapon that Saiyans have. As he threw up an artificial moon and looked at it, he began to grow. As his power began to increase, he became a great ape. As he became a great ape, he grabbed Sarah and began to squeeze her. She said, "Get your hands off of me, you damn dirty ape." Raditz just laughed as he picked up the dagger with his tongue and stabbed it straight through her eye, killing her. As he fell to the floor, Raditz began to charge through heaven, bursting out holy gate after holy gate, building after building, until he found a beach. As it was Lilith. Lilith stood up and said, "Who the hell are you?" Raditz would say, "I am your doom." As he would begin to fight Lilith, it would be a tough fight, because Lilith used magic, and Raditz wasn't used to this kind of magic, and he would definitely be injured from it. However, in his great ape form, and the fact that Lilith hasn't fought in a long time, made Raditz have the advantage. As Raditz killed Lilith, she fell down to the floor. And Raditz finally did it. Raditz got his freedom. He would barely escape heaven alive with all the angels after him. He would be bleeding from all sides as he would lay down in a street corner alleyway, covered in trash. But Raditz didn't care. Even though he was injured, he knew he would heal. And he knew that he finally did it. He finally achieved freedom. And in hell, he will call the shots. And that is going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video down in the comments below. Peace out. Love you all.